Recent events surrounding Tesla have raised serious concerns among investors and analysts. After the triumphant rise in shares in late 2024, following Donald Trump's election victory and Elon Musk's massive $277 million campaign donation, the situation has begun to rapidly deteriorate. The company has warned U.S. authorities of potential risks associated with trade tariffs. Paradoxically, it is Trump's policies, which were initially perceived as favorable for Tesla, that could now seriously harm the company in international markets. Tesla shares, which soared an impressive 69% after the election and reached a market capitalization of $556 billion by early 2025, began to plummet within a few months, falling by more than 51%, making the company the worst-performing asset in the S&P 500. The main problem is the sharp drop in demand, especially in the Chinese market, which is key for Tesla. Chinese electric vehicle manufacturers offer cars of comparable quality at significantly lower prices, and traditional automakers, such as Ford and GM, have actively joined the competition. Elon Musk's political activity has caused a mixed reaction in society. Cases of vandalism at Tesla dealerships have become more frequent, and many former supporters of the brand have begun to turn away from the company. The situation is complicated by the fact that the full Autopilot technology, which was heavily relied upon, is still far from perfect. Experts note that Tesla has found itself in a kind of trap. On the one hand, Trump's political support initially seemed like a winning strategy. On the other, it is his protectionist policy that now threatens the company's position in international markets. Musk is trying to balance between various interests, but so far, this has not been very successful. To stabilize the situation, the company urgently needs to revise its strategy and perhaps temporarily distance itself from political issues. However, this will not be easy, given Elon Musk's character and the current situation in the electric vehicle market. Tesla shares are experiencing a serious decline, which has led to significant financial consequences for the company and its founder. The market value of the electric vehicle manufacturer has fallen by about $700 billion, and Elon Musk's fortune has decreased by $100 billion. Investors who bet against the company, the so-called short sellers, made about $16 billion on this decline. The situation is aggravated by tough U.S. trade policies. The introduction of tariffs on imports from China and Canada has significantly affected Tesla's business. In response to U.S. tariffs, China imposed a 40% tariff on U.S. cars, which led to a significant increase in prices. The Model S and Model X have increased in price by $20,400 and $40,000, respectively. Despite Tesla's attempts to offset some of the costs of the tariffs, sales in China in early 2025 have fallen by 49%. This is an especially worrying sign, given that China is the company's second-largest market. In Canada, Tesla has also faced difficulties after Canada imposed 25% tariffs on U.S. electric cars. Prices have risen significantly, which has negatively affected sales. However, opinions on Tesla's future are divided. Some investors, like Christopher Tsai and Sky Capital, believe that the company can thrive even without Musk, drawing parallels with Apple after Steve Jobs left. Others, like Undershepper of Counterfault, see the falling stocks as an opportunity for profitable investment. Tesla employees are mostly optimistic, focusing on the company's long-term prospects. They point to Tesla's leadership in electric vehicles and innovative technologies. Potential recovery paths include launching new Autopilot features in different countries and releasing a more affordable model for the mass market. The situation is reminiscent of the difficulties many companies face in the context of global trade tensions, similar to what is happening in the unstable territory on the border with the Russian Federation. Experts note that Tesla's recovery will require strategic changes and adaptation to new market conditions. A dramatic situation is unfolding around Tesla in the automotive industry. Canada's recent decision to introduce 100% tariffs on electric vehicles from China, starting in October 2024, has dealt a serious blow to Tesla's business model. Having previously successfully imported cars from the Giga Shanghai plant, the company has faced a sharp drop in sales in the North American market and is now forced to urgently revise its global strategy. Among the measures being considered is strengthening production in Shanghai for greater localization and reducing dependence on international tariffs. Tesla is also actively searching for new suppliers and adjusting pricing policies. However, Tesla is experiencing its most serious tests in its home market, the U.S. Amid an acute political divide, the company unexpectedly found itself at the epicenter of a cultural war. Vandalism and arson attacks on Tesla vehicles are becoming more frequent. A particularly acute situation is observed in major cities like Los Angeles, New York, and Chicago, where electric vehicle owners face threats and persecution. Against this background, Tesla is losing ground in the domestic U.S. market. The former undisputed leader in electric vehicle production is losing ground to competitors Ford and GM. The decline is especially noticeable in blue states, where the repeat purchase rate has dropped from 72% to 60%. A slight increase in loyalty in red states, from 47% to 48%, does not compensate for these losses. The situation looks especially contrasting against the backdrop of the company's recent successes in 2022 to 2023. Tesla not only dominated the electric vehicle segment, but also successfully competed with traditional automakers. The Model 3 became the best-selling car in the world, an achievement that seemed impossible for an electric car. However, political polarization and Elon Musk's ties to former President Trump have led to Tesla turning from a symbol of technological progress into an object of political confrontation, seriously undermining consumer confidence and threatening the company's future in the key American market. Tesla has been going through a serious crisis lately, and those record years now look like a peak after which a decline began. Elon Musk's active participation in political life, especially his role in the Trump administration, is causing concern among many observers. Competitors are wasting no time. Ford is successfully developing the electric pickup truck market with the F-150 Lightning. GM is expanding its line of electric vehicles, and Asian manufacturers such as Hyundai and BYD are actively conquering the American market. Tesla risks losing not only its leadership, but also its cultural significance. An alarming trend is that Tesla has become a symbol of political division in megacities. Owners are forced to hide their Teslas from vandals, while for the conservative part of society, the brand has become a form of protest against liberal values. The car has become a marker of political identity. Technological problems are exacerbating the situation. The full self-driving FSD system, which Musk has promised for years, does not live up to expectations. Despite the high cost of $15,000, the system requires constant monitoring by the driver. Competitors such as Alphabet's Waymo and Uber have already launched full-fledged unmanned services. The situation is reminiscent of the crisis of many technology companies during a period of political turbulence. Burned Tesla car dealerships have become a symbol of a divided nation, where the choice of a car can provoke violence. Tesla's refusal to use LiDARs and radars in favor of cameras is causing criticism. Investors and customers are expressing disappointment at the company's inability to create a full-fledged autopilot. This calls into question Tesla's future as a technology leader and its ability to compete with manufacturers developing their own autonomous driving systems. What do you, dear viewers, think? Share your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to always stay updated on the most important news. Thank you for your attention, friends. See you in the next issue. Have a nice day.